Namaskar, myself Prateek. In this session, we will discuss different approaches for storage of transaction database in association mining. Let us start this session. Before starting our discussion on association mining algorithms, it is important to understand different strategy for storage of transaction database. And there are three strategies to store transaction database under association mining. And these are simple storage, horizontal storage, and vertical storage. Let us discuss each of these storage techniques one by one. In simple storage, we are storing the information in two columns. In first column, we have transaction ID, while in second column, we are storing list of items. You can see that in first row, we are storing the data of transaction T1. This has three items, I1, I2, and I4. And we are storing its information by having comma separated values. So this is a list of items available in transaction T1. In transaction T2, we have two items, I4, I5. In this way, we are storing the data of all the transactions under simple storage. While in case of horizontal storage, we are creating columns for each item. In this database, we have total 5 items. So we have created one columns for I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. The first column indicates transaction ID. So here we are storing the data about 7 transactions, while we have created a column for each item. In transaction T1 we have 3 items, I1, I2 and I4. So we have put one under I1, I2 and I4 to indicate presence of that item in the given transaction, while for all other items it will be 0. In transaction T2, we have two items, I4 and I5. So we have put one under I4 and I5, while for all others, we have put 0. So this way, we have stored the data about all the transactions. Let us consider T7 transaction, which has 3 items, I1, I3 and I4. So we have put one under I1, I3 and I4, while for all other items, we have 0. The advantage of horizontal storage is that we can directly count the frequency of each item by counting the ones in a given column. For example, the frequency of I1 in the whole database is 3. We can just count the 1 in this column, so its frequency will be 3. Similarly, the frequency of item I5 in this dataset will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. We can also very easily calculate the frequency of item pair by intersecting the corresponding columns. Let us calculate the frequency of item pair I1 and I2. For this, we can intersect these two columns. Or in simple word, we just have to perform AND operation over the cells. So here for transaction T1, I will get 1, while for all other transactions, we will get 0. So item pair I1 and I2 is only present in T1, while in all other transaction it is absent. So it's very easy to find out the frequency of item pair, and for this we simply need to intersect the corresponding columns. This is about horizontal storage. Now in case of vertical storage, we are storing the data about transactions vertically, or in simple word, we are creating one column for each transaction. There are total 7 transactions, so we have 7 columns for transaction, while one column has been created to store the information about items. There are total 5 items, so item appear on the rows, while transaction appear on the columns in case of vertical storage. In case of horizontal storage, transaction appear horizontally, while items appear vertically. So it is the arrangement of transaction which decide about the terminology. In horizontal storage, transaction appear in horizontal way, while in case of vertical storage, transaction appears in vertical way. The remaining concept is same. In transaction T1, we have 3 items, I1, I2 and I4. So one will appear under I1, I2 and I4. For all others will be 0. For transaction T3, one will appear under I1 and I3. So in transaction T3, 1 is appeared for I1 and I3, while for all other it is 0. Now we can easily find out the frequency of item by counting the number of ones in a given row. For example, the frequency of I1 will be 1, 2 and 3, while the frequency of I2 is also 3. We can also find out the frequency of item pair by intersecting the rows in this case. Let's calculate the frequency of item pair I1 and I2. We can simply intersect these two rows. So 1 will appear under T1, while for all other transaction it will be 0. Its total frequency will be 1. Let us calculate the frequency of item pair I1 and I4. So let's intersect it. So we will get 1 under T1 and we will get 1 under T7. For all other we have zeros, so its total frequency will be 2. So this is all about the concept of strategies to store transaction database, and we commonly follow horizontal or vertical storage for implementation of various association mining algorithms. This is all about this session. To read more on this, you can follow my book Data Mining and Data Warehousing, published by Cambridge University Press. This book is available in both Kindle and paper format, and this is available at Amazon platform. I request you to subscribe this YouTube channel to receive latest video tutorials on topics like data mining, machine learning, DBMS, big data, NoSQL and many more. We have created online course on simplified approach to DBMS, which is available at Udemy platform. We have also created online courses on simplified approach to SQL, mastering PL/SQL and mastering machine learning. All these courses are available at Udemy platform. You can join these courses to learn these concepts. I have also authored books on DBMS, NoSQL, beginning with SQL and PL/SQL for beginners. All these books are available at Amazon platform. To read more about this, you can refer my website prateekbhatia.com. Thanks for watching this video.